The Tiger I was a German heavy tank of World War II that began operational duty in 1942 in Africa and in the Soviet Union, usually in independent heavy tank battalions. It gave the German Army its first armored fighting vehicle that mounted the 8.8 cm KWK-36 gun, the famous 88 feared by Allied troops. 1,347 were built between August 1942 and August 1944. After August 1944, production of the Tiger I was phased out in favor of the Tiger II. While the Tiger I has been called an outstanding design for its time, it has also been criticized for being over-engineered and for using expensive materials and labor-intensive production methods. In the early period, the Tiger was prone to certain types of track failures and breakdowns. It was expensive to maintain, but generally mechanically reliable. It was difficult to transport and vulnerable to immobilization when mud, ice, and snow froze between its overlapping and interleaved Schachtel-Laufwerk pattern road wheels, often jamming them solid. The tank was given its nickname Tiger by the Ministry for Armament and Ammunition by August 7, 1941, and the Roman numeral was added after the Tiger II entered production. It was classified with Ordnance Inventory Designation Sd.Kfz 182. The tank was later redesignated as Panzerkampfwagen VI Ausführung E in March 1943, with Ordnance Inventory Designation Sd.Kfz 181. Today, only 9 Tiger I tanks survive in museums and private collections worldwide. As of 2025, Tiger 131 captured during the North African campaign at the UK's Tank Museum is the only example restored to running order. On April 21, 1943, a Tiger, one of the 504th German Heavy Tank Battalion, with turret number 131, was captured on a hill called Jebel Jaffa in Tunisia. A 6-pounder solid shot from a Churchill tank of the British 48th Royal Tank Regiment hit the Tiger's gun barrel and ricocheted into its turret ring, jamming its traverse and wounding the commander. The crew bailed out and the tank was captured. After repairs, the tank was sent to England for a thorough inspection. The captured tank was officially handed over to the Bovington Tank Museum by the British Ministry of Supply on September 25, 1951.
Drives round, we're not going to drive it far, it will be taking part in the battle.
In June 1990, the tank was removed from display at the museum and work began on its restoration. This was carried out both by the museum and the Army Base Repair Organization and involved an almost complete disassembly of the tank. The Maybach HL-230 engine from the museum's Tiger I was installed. In December 2003, Tiger 131 returned to the museum, restored and in running condition. This Tiger was used in the film Fury, the first time an original, fully mechanically operable Tiger I has appeared in a movie since World War II.
Tiger 131 was inspected by the King in Tunis. Churchill crawled all over it. It was brought back to Britain. And amazingly, one of the people that wrote the report on Tiger 131, which we have in the archive, is a man called Peter Gudgeon, who sadly died a few years ago. He was actually knocked out in the battle against this Tiger I tank that's actually working. But no doubt in the future, other vehicles, replicas, other bits put together from scrap or replica services will no doubt be coming together, because there's such a lot of interest, obviously, in Second World War German armour.